Hey YouTube, it's me. I'm coming at you today with a brand new video. I'm going to start with something really quickly and hopefully move into a totally different subject. So for tonight, the first thing I want to start with is I went to DSW tonight, and DSW for me, it's very hit or miss on what kind of deals they have there, but I thought tonight was really, really good. I was heading over there because I wanted to buy some new shoes for my son for back to school, and I had a coupon. It was $10 off a kid's shoe, $10 off an adult shoe. So I thought, let's check it out and see if I can get him something and get myself something. But the deals were even better than I thought. So I will start by showing you what I got him. And I think this brand must be a DSW brand. It's called Max and Jake. And there's these little simple shoes, very almost like Chuck Taylor-like. And these were $20, and then I had the $10 coupon, so they were $10, which for me is awesome because I really don't like to spend a whole lot on kids' shoes because they destroy them. So if I spend a lot of money on it, when they get destroyed, then I get really upset about it. So $10 is really, really good. And then I went into the ladies section. I thought I'll be able to find a pair of flip-flops or something for myself, but my son actually pointed these out. He said, "Mommy, look at these. These are so cool." So I looked at them. They were cool. And then I looked at the price. And with my coupon, it was almost next to nothing. So these are Steve Madden. They're called Jane. And they're in blue velvet. Velvet is back, apparently. Velvet was something I loved when I was a kid in the 90s. And when I saw these, I was in love with them. So here they are. They're a blue velvet material with satin laces. They were $39.94 and 70% off. And then I had the $10 off an adult pair of shoes coupon, so they cost me $2. I mean, for $2, who cares what they look like? But these are actually really, really cute. And I'm really excited for the weather to change for me to be able to use these in the fall. So, very exciting. $2. That always makes my heart flutter. I get excited. Okay, the next thing, it's kind of boring, but I needed some new socks, and I like the Sperry socks. A lot of my shoes that I have that are, you don't want your sock to show, but I personally need to wear something or my feet get messed up. So these were $12.94, regularly $12.95, or I guess the compare at price is $16. And they were 70% off. So I got them for about $3 or $4 for 3 pairs of socks. And then something else I saw that I was totally jazzed about. I always look at their charms. Now I have more charms than I know what to do with. But this one I could not resist. I forget what the brand was, and I already threw out the stuff. But I got this sweet, it's attached to my bag. Let me take it off. This sweet little parrot charm, which goes absolutely amazingly with my new Palm Springs Sugar Pop Neverfull. And this wound up being $3 after being, again, 70% off. I found a lot of really good 70% off deals. So if you have kids or if you just want some new stuff in your wardrobe, I would definitely suggest going to DSW, because right now, at least my DSW, the clearance area was popping. So go check that out. Okay, so I'm going to do that part real quick because now I'm going to get into a collection video. I always like looking at these on YouTube because they're just really fun to see the kind of cool eclectic collections people have. So I'm not going to do tote bags. I am not going to do SLGs. I'm doing strictly handbags. And these are handbags that are currently in my collection. They're not handbags that I have up for sale in my Poshmark closet, which there are still a good amount there. So again, if you haven't checked it out, it's at Sailor Moon, SAALORMUN. If you watch this video and you're interested in one of my items, let me know. I'll cut you a break on a price. So I'm going to go by brand here because I tend to cluster up the kind of bags that I like to use. So what I will do is I'm going to start first with the one-offs, the brands that I have that I only have one of. It's possible for some of these I did used to own more than one, but I get bored and I sell stuff. So this first bag, I was so sad because as I was just taking it out and I haven't worn it in a while, there's mysterious marks all over it. So I'm going to have to look and see in my storage box if there's some sort of sticky thing on the bottom of it that could be making this mark. I did just buy apple cleaner that I'm using to clean my Louis Vuitton bags on, so maybe I'll do a little spot check and see if it'll be compatible with this, because this is so sad. This is a piece that has some sentimental value. I bought it in London at Harrods. I went to go visit there in 2006 on a trip, like a college trip that I took for some college credits, and I went into Harrods, and we only had like a half hour, 45 minutes to fly through this absolutely enormous, overwhelmingly amazing store. And they were having in January in London, all the stores had these huge after the holiday sales, and I was able to pick this up. It is all leather, and it is by a brand called Carvela, and it's just a cute little hobo. It's a pretty brown leather, neutral. It's one of those things that really doesn't go out of style, which is why I'm so sad. Like you can see, there's like some sort of mark there. And the thing I loved most about this bag was the braided handle. It's like got several layers of leather there, and it just smells amazing. So I'm hoping that there's no permanent damage to this. I'd be really upset. Interior is like a really shiny color. So Carvela tote. Going along with the themes of bags I've had for a long time that are damaged. I've talked about this bag before, but I never showed it. In 2006 also, my mom took me to Paris as a graduation from college gift, and I was too scared to go into the Louis Vuitton store, even though that's what I really wanted to get. So she bought me this bag at a French department store, and it is a Longchamp mini Le Pilage tote. And I noticed not that long ago that it is bubbling, which is a huge bummer for me because, like I've said before, my mom has been gone for 3 years now, and that trip was like a once-in-a-lifetime amazing experience we shared together. So it was always kind of sentimental for me. I didn't use it too much, and now she's gone and it's even more sentimental, so I'm pretty upset about it. So now I've just kind of been using it as, like, if it rains, I'll use this as the bag that I'm using, because if it's already messed up, I guess there's no point in babying it. I would love to get a bigger Le Pilage tote. Might be something I might want to do in the future, because they're not too expensive and they're pretty sturdy besides, you know, the bubbling on this one. Okay. Now, I did have other items from this brand, but I wound up selling them just because I was tending to just not really favor it at all. And as I've said before, once you start using Louis Vuitton, not only do you start noticing, you know, the quality with other brands isn't the same, which is something I could live with. But it's the heaviness of the bag. There are some bags that after I would be using one of my Louis Vuitton bags and I would go back to a different brand, they're just so heavy. And for me, you know, I have 2 little kids, and a heavy bag just does not work for me. I love to carry a lot of stuff, but the bag can't be heavy. So this is the only one that remains. This is something my husband bought me for a gift. So it's a little sentimental. And it's got my BFF Minnie Mouse on it. It is from the Kate Spade for Disney collection. I love this tote. This tote is not too heavy. I did own a patent leather in the same style tote that wasn't mini. It was just like a regular patent leather one, and it was ridiculously heavy. I could not. I used it a little while, a couple weeks maybe, and I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. It's too heavy. But the thing I gotta say about this, since it's a black canvas, it shows every piece of hair, every fuzz imaginable. It is quite roomy. I do like it. I probably will be using it in the fall. The one thing I gotta say that was disappointing is within a very short amount of time, the corners chipped. And I did try to contact Kate Spade about it, and they never returned my message. So that's why I'm not buying your bags anymore. So there's my mini. I'm just throwing them. I'm going to have to clean these up. Okay, so those are all of my one-offs that I have from different brands. The next grouping I'm going to be doing is L.A.M.B. And as I've mentioned in other videos, L.A.M.B. really sparked my obsession with designer And then finally, luxury handbags. This is kind of what started it, because I'm obsessed with Gwen Stefani, and when her bags came out, I needed to have them, and I had a ton. I do have some, again, for sale right now in my closet, but I have 3 right now that are probably never going to leave my collection. And the first one is the very first, very popular style that came out, that have the, the Love Angel Music Baby. It's got the guitar strap, which I think is so cute. And these bags are great because they really can take a beating. I don't think I've ever machine washed this one because of the leather, but the other ones I've machine washed and they just turn out great. So this is one that's not gonna leave my collection, I think, because this is like the first bag that started making me bag crazy. And then the same first season, and this was one that I was able to find, I think, at like Macy's or something like that, is the smaller version that has the Rasta colors, and again, the Rasta strap. So, just a cute little bag. This one was from one of the later seasons when she was doing a sports sack, and it is the baby tote. So it has the definition of baby. It's got what she calls the lammy cami pattern. So these are little actual lambs. It has 2 little pockets. Once upon a time, I had a cell phone that would fit in this pocket. Not anymore. And he's got the little feet on there. This is adjustable. It's not quite crossbody, but this one is my absolute fave. I had a different bag, this same bag in a different pattern, and I wound up selling that one because this one's just special to me because B is my initial also. Okay, so that is it for the sports sack. Now I do have 2 of the L.A.M B items still. I have one for sale right now in my closet, and it was something that I bought that was a fantastic deal, but it's just not something that with my Lux bags that I'm using at all. So these are also sentimental value ones. And this one was right after her L.A.M B line came out. My husband was able to find me this. Again, it's the Rasta colors, and it is very cute. It's almost like a little speedy shape. I have to put some air paper or something in here so it doesn't sag. Has feet. Really, really cute. And then this next one was something that my mom bought me, I believe, for my 25th birthday from L.A.M B, which used to be my favorite go-to discount store that is now out of business. I believe that they exist online, but they don't in-store anymore. And this was at one point my answer to Louis Vuitton, because it's like a big oversized tote with canvas and leather. It's got this is called the ombre lamb. So it starts off dark at the top and it lightens up the bottom. And it's got the lamb print on the front, and it actually, if you look closely, it says lamb, 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 lamb. Plain on the back. And this actually does come with a matching wristlet. So this is one I'm going to have to break out this fall because I love this one. Very cute. Very underused. Shame on me. And, again, since it's something from my mom bought me, it's sentimental to me for sure. I could never get rid of it. Okay. Before I move on to Coach, I've featured these bags before as my mom bags. I actually washed them in the washing machine and hung them out to dry because they were filthy and disgusting. And they are my Vera Bradley. Gosh, I'm totally blanking on what their name is. But they're basically little swing packs. So we went to Six Flags twice over the last several days, and these are perfect for places like that, or if you go to Disney, because you can throw all your stuff in there. You don't have to worry about it getting messed up on a ride or leaning in something. It's completely fine because it'll get washed. This poor baby, I've used it so much and the stitching's come out. Here is the other one. And I do have other Vera Bradley totes, a Vera Bradley backpack. But again, that is not for this video. This is handbags only. Okay, so now into what I still own pretty much the most of, which is Coach. I have sold a ton. I still do have bags up in my Poshmark closet. And most of what I have here is stuff that belonged to my mom. As I've mentioned before, Coach was kind of our thing. It was something we enjoyed buying together. So there are some bags that my sister has. There's, some bags that I have. And generally, I don't use them for a myriad of reasons, but mostly because they make me very sad. But I'll start off with the ones that are mine. Now there's this one, and it's not in fashion anymore, but there's something about it that I just love. It is a silver hobo, and sometimes if I'm going to a wedding or something and I don't want to carry just a wristlet, I like bringing this one because it's big, but it still kind of looks a little dressier. You can't tell, but it is very, very sparkly leather, and it's got this little tassel. And like I said, I know it's old-fashioned, people don't wear hobos that look like this anymore, but I just love this one. It's so cute. Okay, next up, and this is a more newer style, I guess. This is from the Poppy collection, and it is the Poppy tote. And now I used to have probably 5 different totes, and these totes in different patterns. This one is my favorite because it is a denim. It's got the pocket on the front, which makes it easy to, get in and out of. That's usually where I keep my phone. And there's a little charm I keep on here. But the thing is, like I mentioned, this is extremely heavy compared to the Louis Vuitton bags. So when I use it, I usually use it for a few days, and I'm like, I gotta get rid of this one. But I love the pattern. It's very cute and unique as far as Coach stuff goes, in my opinion. Okay, next, I have this little sling pack. I actually bought this to go on my honeymoon, and I do like these. These are adorable, but when I want to be hands-free, I've been gravitating more towards my Vera Bradley ones just because of where I'm wearing them. I'm wearing them to messy places, and I don't want to mess this one up. So I have that one. And I have another one that I'll show you in a second. But this one, I have to put your paper in this too. This is actually a little makeup tote. I don't even know if they make them anymore. But they have a lot of different colors and patterns. And this one I actually bought and I used on my wedding day. So again, sentimental value. It's a cute little pouch. It's got rhinestones on the B. Suede. Very cute. Okay, so the rest of the Coach that I have here is actually stuff that was my mom's. So it's stuff that I was basically there when she bought every single one of these. So they're sentimental. So here I have another sling pack. I had other ones that I either sold or I gave to my sister. She's not a handbag person at all, but I figure, there comes a time where you might want a nice little leather bag. So there's this one, it's gorgeous pebble leather. It's a neutral color to use it anytime. This one we actually found at our local Goodwill store, and we cleaned it and we moisturized it. It's from the 80s, but it's in pretty good shape besides a couple pin marks. Love that one. This next one was one that this was the first Coach bag she ever got. I was getting myself into Coach, and I dragged her with me to the outlets, and she bought this, and I was fortunate enough to borrow it a couple times, and now I have it in my collection where I take good care of it. And this is like another just swing pack style, and this is one that I like to carry again if I'm going somewhere nice. I want to have a nice just leather bag. These things, they never go out of style. I don't care what brand is on it, they never go out of style. I don't think I've worn it since I took possession of it, and there is some wrappers at the bottom, so my mom is not very good at keeping her bags clean. Okay, this next one is a cute one. And it's just very indicative of her style. This is like something that I would see and be like, oh yeah, my mom would have liked that. Stripes. Lots of tobacco in the bottom. She smoked, don't smoke, kids. Just cute, kind of summery, beachy. And this last one is super special. She actually went to a taping of The View, and everyone in the audience was given this bag, which I think it is incredibly beautiful. I begged and pleaded for her to give it to me, and she wouldn't give it to me, but here it is. Could never leave my collection. Number one, it's gorgeous. Number two, special. So that's it for Coach. Like I said, I do have a ton of them for sale still in my closet. So I'm going to just briefly show you my Louis Vuittons, because I think they've all been kind of shown at one point or another. So here is my newest one that I just showed you at the top of the video. My Palm Springs Never Full. In the monogram print. Heavy because it has all my stuff in there. I didn't take the Louis Vuitton ones out of the dust bag because I'm always mixing up which dust bag goes to which, so I'm just going to place them with each other. This is my Damier Azur Speedy 25 with the charm on it. I want to take the charm off. I'm scared that it'll have rubbing if I leave it in there. And a Coach dust bag, but not Coach, is my Jean Fille that I've shown you guys a couple times, and I did a little bit of cleaning and moisturizing of. Vintage from 1986, but besides the peeling issue that I took care of, in pretty good shape. There's one little dry dead spot, and I'm hoping with a couple applications of the moisturizer it'll soften up a little bit. Okay. Whoa. Avalanche. My very favorite one. My Damier Bean Never Full. Just perfect for any time, really. Rain, sleet, snow, summer, winter. It doesn't matter. It's classy. It's gorgeous. And it's my favorite. It's definitely my most used out of anything I own at all, Louis Vuitton or otherwise. Probably my most unused bag in comparison is my Speedy 30. For no other reason than just it's very difficult for me to have a hand-carried bag with my children in my lifestyle. I have been putting the Palermo straps on them just if I want to wear it for a day or a night because I know it's not good for the leather and the rings. But I'm hoping in the next year or two I'll be able to really use this more because it's beautiful. Okay, down to the last two. My very first fashion file, Beauté, which is my Palermo PM, and the owl charm that I got from L.A.M.B. L.A.M.B. Check them out, they're awesome. They take real canvas and they make different charms. You can even have them customized charms for you. Palermo PM. Love this bag. This bag is perfect for everything. Looks dressy. Very practical, especially with the strap. Love that one. And finally, for no other reason than it was just last, is my delightful, I believe, PM, excuse me. I say that because I was under the impression for some reason that it was the MM size because it is comparable to my MM size Neverfulls. But I bought this on consignment, and when I went through the consignment shop's Instagram, I saw that it had it listed as a PM. So this is all this time I thought it was an MM. So I am not 100% sure, but I do think it is the PM. And it is one that I haven't used as much as I should because it really is a nice bag. It's a roomy bag. It's a nice looking bag. A little classier looking than Neverfull. The one thing that I have issue with is when I am carrying it on my shoulder. Most of the time I am carrying something else, whether it be my backpack that I use for a diaper bag, or if I'm going to work, it's my work tote. And I have a hard time, picture I have two bags here, and then I have toddler here, and it's just slipping. So I don't use it as much as I should because it is really, really cute. It's very classy looking. So again, it's one I gotta really make myself use and switch up my bags, even when I feel content and like I don't want to. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If anything, I'll, a couple months from now, I'll look back and see like, oh yeah, I remember when I owned that bag way back when, 6 months ago, or whatever it is. So thank you for checking this out. Have a good night. Bye.